கேட்பாரு.
ஒத்துக்கங்கடா.
ஒப்புக்கொண்டம்மா.
ஒத்துக்கிறேன்னு சொல்லு. ஒப்புக்குண்டாரா?
ஒத்துக்கிறீங்கன்னு கேட்குறாரா? எதடா? சார் ஒத்துக்கிட்டு அடிக்க மாட்டாங்களா சார்?
I want to talk about the world cinema in general, because in India people, they think world cinema means something is different and it's extraordinary. So I just wanted to clarify before I'm going to what I want to talk about. Actually, I want to talk about Indian Tamil film called Visaranai. That's a very fantastic film which I recently watched it. So before that, I wanted to talk about a world cinema. World cinema is a term used primarily in English-speaking countries to refer to the films and film industries of non-English-speaking countries. It is therefore often used interchangeably with the term foreign film. So now, even if you see in Oscars, they have a category called foreign language film. That is world cinema. And world cinema often has highbrow connotations. Yet, many international hits of recency have been commercial success accessible to multiplex audiences, like Cage Aux Folles, City of God, Amores Perros, Night Watch, and A Downfall are all mainstream films that happen to be in a foreign language. On the other hand, some of the best known and admired world cinema directors have engaged with artier, symbolic works such as Ingmar Bergman. You know, he did The Seventh Seal. Many of you might have watched it. And Michelangelo Antonioni of La Avventura, and Krzysztof Kieslowski, The Three Colors of a Trilogy. So this is the gist of a world cinema. Okay, but in India they think world cinema means switch off the lights and make this lead actors, protagonist, to speak some vulgar language and show some kind of stuff what normally you don't see in a commercial cinema. So that's what they think is a world cinema. Or they take some sports theme, and the coach would be kind of a guy he wanted to achieve in his life but he never achieved. Therefore he goes to some slum or gets some underdog and make she or he a winner. So that is a world cinema. It is not a world cinema. World cinema is actually a foreign language film. That's all the world cinema is. But the world cinema in general, they are using it because it's the best films, like as I said earlier, as came from a foreign language films. Okay, so it's a kind of artistic film, and more interestingly, that's supposed to be a realistic stories, and it should make you to feel when you get out of the theater, you should not be aware of anything else except that cinema. That is a cinema is the best cinema. Okay, it has nothing to do with the world cinema. It's a cinema, that's all, and how you make it. Okay, what I want to talk about is this recent film called Visaranai, or Interrogation. It is a Tamil language film. I may be biased. People will think I'm not biased. You all know me. If a film is good, I'll really appreciate and support whoever makes it. Even my friends makes a film, I condemn them. Including my own film, I condemn it if it's not good. Okay. This film is made by Vetrimaaran. He's happened to be my friend. And one of the protagonists or antagonist, he has a multiple role in this one film. Also my good friend Samuthira Kani. And the film's set, direction, marvelous, is done by Jackie. He is also happened to be my friend. But that's not the thing. Is the story is so mind-boggling. It's a very real story. It's happened in a real life. One Mr. Chandrasekhar or Chandra Kumar, who is a auto driver, it's a three-wheeler tuk-tuk. Is a driver is a taxi driver. He lives in Coimbatore. It happened to him in his life, and he wrote a novel. It's called The Lockup, and it was written in a Tamil, and this was happened to read by filmmaker Vetrimaaran, and he sees that realistic life in that film. So he took it and he made a film, unbelievable film. It's actually shown in a 72nd Venice Film Festival, which also won the Human Rights Award in international arena, and it's just released in India, and I hope people will be watching it. This is a fantastic film. how to make a good film. If you are a filmmaker or you want to make a film, you should watch this film. This is actually a Bible. From the beginning to the end, this film has all the grammar of how to make a good cinema and make audience to feel and create a kind of a revolution. Basically, this film is creating a revolution on its own and showing how the system, like this movie is about police atrocities in India, particularly in southern India, Andhra Pradesh, and also it's actually flows back into Tamil Nadu in a present time. The movie is set in a present time, and it shows how police manipulate in order to achieve their goals. They use innocent people as accused, and they go to the beyond the limit, and even they will kill one of their own in order to survive themselves. This is a story. When I first time I watched this film, I said to myself, my God, I'm so jealous actually first, because I did not make this film, or I didn't even act in this film. I said I should have been part of this kind of a film. So that kind of a film should be appreciated and supported. It's a beautiful film. When you're going to watch it, I'm not going to tell you the entire story of the film, but you have to watch Visarani in Tamil. And it's also has a subtitles in English and also has a subtitle in French, and it's available, and you should watch it. This will actually give you the contemporary world where we live and how the societies around us and how we are victimized ourselves. Okay, so watch this kind of a film, and please do not say the world cinema and this cinema, this cinema. This is just cinema, and a wonderful cinema, very real cinema, and a must-watch cinema. I also congratulate the producer, Mr. Dhanush, who is an actor, who is also going to act in a foreign film soon. And he took extraordinary efforts to make this movie, because in India in general, you cannot go against any political party or against the system. So you will face a lot of consequences. With all that, these people, they took their entire courage and efforts to make this film. It's a fantastic film, and everyone should watch it. If you want to support a good cinema, you should support this kind of a films, and this kind of a film should be made more and more. That will bring a big laurel to India. I wish and I hope, actually this film has all the ingredients for Oscars. I hope India nominates this film for a best foreign language category to Oscars. I wish everyone successful, and every one of you congratulate you. And there's a small character in the film also gives you a kind of impact in the film. It's a beautiful film, and you all should watch it. And I enjoyed it, and I'm sure you will all enjoy if you like a good cinema. That's all I want to talk about good cinema. So I'm not against anybody else, and I'm not saying anything against other filmmakers who was calling themselves they made a best film. No. This is the best film in the 2016. Visaranai. Don't watch in theaters.